Here's something that nobody tells you when you're starting out. That feeling you're waiting for, that moment when you're feeling ready, it's not coming. It was never coming. And every week you spend waiting for it is a week that somebody else is spending getting better than you are. Not because you're not talented, but because they started before they were ready. I wasted time on this. A lot of people I know have wasted time on this. So let's talk about it. When I first started jiu-jitsu, I didn't walk in feeling confident. I walked in feeling like I had no business being there. I was near 300 pounds with no athletic skills whatsoever. And honestly, that feeling didn't go away for quite a while. But there's the thing I learned. Every single person in that room and on those mats felt the exact same way on day one. Every one of them got the humble pie. We all do. So that's what makes jiu-jitsu so great. So what's the difference between the people who got good and the people who quit along the way? The ones who got good didn't wait for the uncomfortable feeling to pass. They just kept showing up while it was still there. And this doesn't just apply to jiu-jitsu. Starting a business, putting yourself out there online, having a hard conversation with someone, learning new skills. The pattern is always the same. People treat readiness like it's a prerequisite, but it's not. Readiness is a result of actually doing things. I think people genuinely misunderstand how competence actually works. You don't get confident and then you start. You start and you gain confidence along the way because of what you do. That's the order, always, all the time. There's no shortcut around the awkward phase. There's no hack, there's no small video that will make you perfect. There's no course that removes the discomfort of being new and not knowing what to do or what to expect. What actually builds readiness is three things: exposure, just being in the environment all the time; readiness, doing the thing badly enough times that you start doing it less badly; and then 3, surviving discomfort. Proving to yourself that being uncomfortable doesn't kill you. And believe it or not, people get surprisingly good at doing things when they do them a lot. And that's it. That's the whole formula. And the reason most people never get there isn't because they can't handle it. It's not because they're inherently weaker than all of us. It's because we keep postponing the start. We say things like, I'll start when I get in shape. I used to tell myself that all the time. I'll start when I have more time. I'll start when I know more about this subject and when I can afford it, or whatever the reason you're giving yourself. And 3 years go by, and 5 years go by, and 10 years go by, and you're still preparing to prepare. You're still making plans about plans. But in reality, nothing gets done. You're not really learning anything or learning any new skills. You're just stagnant. I had this same battle just starting Stonebelt. I'm talking from experience and not as somebody who accomplished everything. I'm still in the midst of dealing with these things. I was waiting until everything was perfect, waiting until my finances were aligned, that the skills were there, that the ideas seemed perfect and original. And at some point I realized that instinct was the same trap all the time. I just dressed it up in business clothing, basically. Even during the building phase of Stonebelt, we've had to repeat these same battles along the way. We had to reject samples. We had to walk away from easier options. We also had to accept that at some point, you need to go. You need to do it. You need to put yourself out there, your ideas, your product, your project, or you, even if you're thinking about social media. You need to put yourself vulnerable. That's just part of growing. At some point, you let people see the work before you actually feel completely comfortable with it. And because if you wait until you're fully comfortable, you probably waited too long anyway. The early phase isn't something that we skip. It's something that we respect. And it's akin, I think, to the phase of the white belt in jiu-jitsu, in training, in business, in anything really. It's where the actual foundation gets built, it's how character gets built. And most people try to skip that part because it doesn't look cool, it doesn't look impressive, and it feels clumsy and it's hard. So here's what I want you to take from this. If there's something that you've been putting off, whether it's training, a project, a conversation, a business endeavor, whatever it is, and the reason you keep giving yourself is that you're not ready yet, that reason is the problem, not the thing that you're avoiding. Readiness isn't a feeling, it's a practice. You build it by doing the things you don't feel ready for. It's counterintuitive, but that's the way it works. That's how every person that you probably admire got to where they are today. Before they started being ready, they actually started. And they looked stupid for a while, but they kept going and actually got good at what they do. Stonebelt was built for people who believe these foundational principles still matter. Even when they don't feel impressive, especially when they don't feel impressive, we're getting closer to the launch right now, and that idea is still at the core of everything that I'm building. It's gear for people who respect the early phase, the awkward feeling, the showing up, and the being hard. And that's what our brand is all about. If this hits home, drop a comment, tell me what you've been putting off, and be honest. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time to do it. Thank you for listening, and there's going to be more of this coming.